What is your opponent's views? Like,
My opponent?
yeah.
Okay, well, Pete Sessions.
Why are you running against me?
Why am I running against Pete? All right, let's get it real quick, because I got 2 minutes on the subject. The thing about Pete Sessions is he's a pro-war guy. He's the sixth highest politician to own oil. Okay, and it's my belief that a lot of what we're doing in the Middle East has to do with oil. Okay, and so he's there. He's also, you know, kind of, in my opinion, he's in league with the big war machine and the oil machine. But there's this. There was a funny thing that made the news. And
another Texas Republican congressman, outspoken earmark critic Pete Sessions, allegedly steered $1.6 million for airship research to a company that had no experience in contracting or engineering airships.
it's just very funny because he had gotten involved with this thing to build dirigibles. So giant balloons, like Led Zeppelin, you know, like Zeppelins. Okay, not Led Zeppelin. Anyway, like Zeppelins, okay? And his deal was he bought these balloons so that he was going to go into business with these people. He was going to give them funding, $1.6 million to build these dirigibles.
But the Politico newspaper reports the company did employ a lobbyist, a former Sessions aide with a criminal record.
Well, then when asked about it, he goes, "You'll change your tune when the troops," you know, because that's what it is. It's the troops. No one supports the troops. Well, okay, there are probably people that do support the troops more than me, but I support the troops. Okay, let's get that out in the open. But the thing is when the troops are there and these dirigibles are flying in the tanks, you'll change your tune.
$40,000 that was spent on the engineering study before they asked for it was looked at by the Air Force, and the Air Force is interested in this, and you watch what happens. Thank you so very much.
Okay, well, let's just pretend for a minute that giant gas-filled, slow-moving, low-flying balloons are the best way to move tanks into a war zone. Let's just pretend that for a minute. I'll go with you. Let's just say it is. Giant gas-filled, slow-moving, low-flying balloons are the best way. The question is, why was it that your old assistant, Pete, was the person who started the lobbying company that has never built a flying machine ever that got $1.6 million so they could build these flying machines? But they've never done it. The $1.6 million is just investigated. So you already know there's a scale.
A spokeswoman for Sessions says the project was a worthwhile use of federal funds and could create thousands of jobs in the Dallas area. But the company is based outside Chicago, with a second office 300 miles from Dallas in San Antonio.
He must have been so shocked when he went there with the $1.6 million check and went, "Oh my God, you work here? I can't believe it."
One of the two men running it says the Dallas address Sessions used in his earmark request is merely the home of one of his close friends.
So that's the shocker and the surprise, and that's what I'm trying to say. This goes on all the time. If we don't control government, we don't limit the power of the government, they will constantly use their power to abuse it, to give their old assistant a lobbying contract for $1.6 million to build things they've never built before. And if you want to talk about supporting the troops, I would spend that money giving it to someone that's built a flying machine before, as opposed to just giving it to some random assistant I have.
Although the company acquired the patents for building an airship prototype, public records indicate the only experience its owners have in the field was attending a 2005 Pentagon conference on the subject.